Konnichiwa the Chihuahua Minasan. Today I am at Sunco Food Centre testing their Sarawak Laksa. This is a really enormous bowl of Laksa and it only cost me 10 ringgit. So I think it is really worth the money. 10 ringgit, you get this portion. It is same size as my hand, man. Like the bowl is same size as my hand and oh man, I'm excited. If this is a good bowl of Laksa, I'm gonna recommend this for anyone that is like always complaining the laksa portion is not big enough. This is definitely gonna be big enough for all of them. But first thing first, the flavor of the soup. Amazing. It is served hot, so that is really good. It's also really spicy. I am also a big fan of that. So I'm gonna add in the sambal a little bit just to see if I can get any flavor from the sambal to the soup or not. Wow. How do I say this? It has a lot of saltiness to the soup itself. I think it lacks a lot of dimension to the flavor. It almost kind of, it really felt like I don't really taste the prawn in the soup. I only taste the belacan in the soup itself. It almost seems like they are only using the spice to cook the soup, but they are not actually using a prawn broth, or should I say a prawn broth with a mixture of chicken broth to actually cook the soup itself. So it lacks a little bit of sweetness to it, and it lacks, obviously it is not gonna have coconut milk, so it lacks the sweetness from there as well. The soup itself is quite translucent and is lacking of dimension in flavor in the soup itself, okay? But with that being said, let me move on to the bihun. The bihun looks good. It looks piping hot, man. Like this is really good. Piping hot bihun, piping hot soup. Let me try the bihun. Very interesting. Let me try another taste of the bihun, because when I first bite the bihun, I actually taste a little bit of the prawn flavor, but then again the prawn has been sitting on top of the bihun, so maybe that's where the prawn flavor actually came from. Yeah, the prawn flavor that I actually tasted just now is because there are prawns sitting on top of that particular bihun that I actually yanked it up. So it actually carries a little bit of prawn flavor in the bihun itself. So that is a really interesting taste, not gonna lie. I quite enjoy that, but we're just gonna taste one more bite, okay? One more bite. Let me create a little bit of like mini laksa in this ladle itself, in this spoon. Very hot, very enjoyable bowl of laksa. There's not a lot of dimension to the flavor. I already mentioned this, but let me move on to the prawn. So with 10 ringgit, you get three big prawn and 2 small prawn. In total, 5 prawn. Not gonna lie, it is quite a lot of prawn. I am quite surprised by that. And the topping, man, like they give an abundance of egg as well, so that is also really good. And next, I want to talk about the prawn. It is not fully deshelled. You always have the little bit of tail at the back, and apparently it does seems like it is fully deveined. Okay, so I'm just gonna test and see. Okay, I think the prawn overall, not much to say. It's quite dry. Let me test another prawn. Also pretty dry. So this is kind of sad. I'm actually hoping that the prawn is gonna have a lot more. Don't get me wrong. It has the crunch. It has the first bite. It has the crunch, but after that, everything else fall apart, fall very flat. There's no springiness to the prawn itself, and this actually let me know that the prawn has been overcooked. but the prawn itself is actually a fresh prawn. Okay, so this is a good news and a bad news. Good news is that they can fix this just by improving their cooking time, like lessen it, make it less dry, make it like less, not overcook the prawn, is what I'm trying to say. So, man, this bowl of laksa looks good, looks amazing. It looks really, really enormous, but sadly to say, the flavor and the prawn and the bihun is not able to kind of like make you desire this entire bowl of laksa. So I think they are playing with quantity here. So they actually give you a big bowl of laksa. For those who really values quantity over quality, this bowl of laksa might just do for you, because it is a very average bowl of laksa. Like nothing is like really amazing for this bowl of laksa. Definitely there is a lot of things that can be improved, but I'm gonna finish this bowl of laksa. I'm gonna give my final thoughts after that. Okay, so without further ado, bon appetit. Okay, so I have finished the bowl of laksa, and it is really, really a lot. Like this bowl of laksa is not a joke, man. Like at least 500 grams for this bowl of laksa, and I'm happy that they actually serve quite a lot of laksa here. But sadly to say, like I already mentioned early on in the video, flavor is lacking. A few tips to improve. First thing, I think it's very, very crucial for you to really utilize the prawn broth and also the chicken broth. Make it more prominent in the soup itself. I'm not sure how to do that. Not really a chef myself. I think another thing that's lacking is, like, maybe you need to cut down the how do I say the taste. Like there's a very lethargic taste to the soup itself. Like you can actually add a little bit of lemon to it, give it a little bit more acidic. Just cut the pH, something like that. And other than that, I think this bowl of laksa is gonna do amazing as long the soup is, if the soup is done right. And the prawn, like, don't overcook it. I think this is a problem for a lot of Asian parents as well. Like most of the time they are afraid that the food is not cooked properly and all that stuff, which I understand. But having the ability to properly cook the meat is also a skill. Okay, so maybe for future laksa store owner, you can improve on that a little bit. Okay, just cook it, don't overcook it. So this is not the game overcook. Okay, so you don't need to overcook your food. So that's all from me. Hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, you know what to do. Subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye.